What's good, YouTube? Chisha Zed back here again with another video for you. You know how it goes. No more wasting time. Let's get it. Touche. You got us, man. You got me. OnlyFans, you did it. You bamboozled me. Not only me, man, everybody that believed that you were serious, and we took you by your word and you went back on it, man. You simped up, bro. OnlyFans, you simped up. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. OnlyFans reneged on their recent policy change that was set to be taken into action October 1st. I'm going to read it to you. Thank you to everyone for making your voices heard. And when they say your voices, they're talking about this chick.
And guess what, OnlyFans? Family-friendly companies will never work with you because your name has been tainted. Your name is fucked.
Oh yeah, she made her voice heard, all right. So the article goes on to say, we have secured assurances necessary to support our diverse creator community and have suspended the planned October 1st policy change. Now, when they say diverse creator community, they're talking about dots. When they say diverse creator community, they're talking about the majority of your creator community, which are women who are selling nude photos for money. So it goes on to say, OnlyFans stands for inclusion, and we will continue to provide a home for our creators, a home for your women that belong to the streets. Let me tell you what this is like, man. This is like that one girl you broke up with, right? And then she started crying. And then you thought to yourself, oh man, I'm an asshole. And then you wondered how her family was going to think about you. And then you start thinking about mutual friends and how you're going to look like a dick in front of them. Then you start thinking like, man, am I making the right decision here? And you show weakness instead of strength. And what do, man? You do the Quavo and Saweetie thing and take her back. Oh yeah. You take her back. Because you're afraid of the consequences. Let me be honest. I'll be honest, man. The consequences for this were probably going to be pretty bad for OnlyFans. I am just saying. That crazy girl I showed you earlier who was like going off about how they ain't shit and they're going to lose support. There were some things she said that I thought to myself, you know what? That is kind of true. How are they going to rebrand themselves? And let's be honest, man. You don't want to go against the female empowerment, sex work group. You don't want to go against those guys. Most people don't, because for some reason, when it comes to female empowerment, it's like that's the pinnacle of representation for it, right? It's like, how dare you not allow these women to use their bodies for profit? It was going to turn into this like discrimination thing. And then another platform was going to play off it and come up and be on some like, oh, we're inclusive and we don't discriminate. It was probably going to be pretty hard for them. Other reasons that I'm not fully surprised about this is they probably worked out issues that they were having in the back, in the background that they weren't really talking about up front. One of the things I heard was that they had problems with actually identifying who was a legit OnlyFans model when it came to like women selling explicit content on the app. From what I heard, they were getting a lot of like underage situations, and credit card companies did not feel right processing payments and being in those type of situations where they'll be supporting something like that. So maybe they fixed some loose ends and figured out a way to verify people a lot better. But what do I think is most likely? What I think is most likely is they pulled the biggest simp move of the year, right? They took back the OnlyFans girls. You guys took them back. They gave into the tears. They gave into the complaints, and they took them back. Am I surprised? A little bit, but not fully. Not fully, man. You know, here's one thing about the society and time we live in, man, is women have a pull. When women get together and they figure out that they don't like something and they complain about it, especially under the guise of like discrimination and being not inclusive, that's like a recipe for a win right there in most situations, right? People were probably going to start support sex workers and like boycott OnlyFans as soon as October 1st was launched. And they probably saw that coming. Might have been a smart move on their end. From a business standpoint, I can see it. Right? Now, from a cultural standpoint, no, not so much. And here's why, man. Personally, if you're a guy out there and you want to go purchase an OnlyFans, I think it's pretty ridiculous that you do it. Right? I think we need less of platforms that are like that. But in all honesty, things are just going to get worse. I say this all the time. Things will get worse. Women will have more avenues to leverage sex and use their body to profit off beta male simps. It will only get worse moving forward, right? We already see places like New York where they're not criminally charging prostitution. And then we hear other places are about to start doing the same thing. But again, I think we need less of that stuff, because the type of guys that go and like purchase an OnlyFans account and actually pay for these models aren't guys who are interested in actually building a connection with the woman in real life, right? And women like to think that like when they're on there, they're helping these guys out and they're making their lives easier, when they're not. A lot of these guys, the reason why they go on OnlyFans and pay for these models is not for the actual sex or even to see nude photos. Because let's think about it, right? If you want to watch explicit content, pornography, if you want to see that shit, it's free. Touch of a button, it's free. It's not about the porn. It's not about that, right? And it's definitely not about the sex. Because again, if you want to have sex with the woman and you're that desperate for it that you're willing to pay, you could just pay for it. And what they find that a lot of these guys that actually go create these accounts, they do this for the connection. The connection and the relationships they actually build with the OnlyFans models. Now, from a surface level, you can look at that and say, you know what? That's good. But when you dig a little bit deeper and realize that that is a very unrealistic way of approaching a relationship with any woman, right? You start to see the negative effects that that would have on somebody. What do they get when they pay for connection with another woman? Well, they're getting the experience of having a woman in their lives without the actual negative sides of it, right? The possibility of rejection because I paid for you, right? You have to be nice to me because, you know, it's customer service at the end of the day. And you get all the benefits because they chat with them, they go back and forth, and they build relationships with these guys, right? And these guys send tips. And these are guys who are socially awkward, can't get dates. Most of them are this way. And so there's this kind of like bizarre thing going on here where these guys are addicted to these connections with these OnlyFans models while avoiding real interaction with women in real life. Personally, I don't think we need more options like that. Now, if you're a guy on OnlyFans and you're just enjoying it just to enjoy it, hey, you know, you can make a case and an argument for that too. Do I think that's the majority of guys on OnlyFans? I don't. I really don't. And what usually happens is when that girl finds a guy who's willing to pay just a little bit more, she forgets about you. These guys go through withdrawals. They feel like they're going through a breakup until they find another girl. You know what I mean? Because now it's going to be even more popular. I almost feel like maybe this might have been like a publicity stunt on OnlyFans play. But yeah, man, I felt it should be fitting that I made this video because the last video I made, I was pretty much reacting to an OnlyFans model who was like heartbroken that she couldn't post any photos of herself nude online. I mean, she was sad about it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Hey guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. Comment down below. Share your thoughts of what you think. Are you surprised at this information? Did it come as a shock to you? Do you think that it's all up and up from here for OnlyFans? Let me know what you guys think. My name is Shisha Said. Until next time, man, I'm out. Peace.